I am very disgusted about what happened yesterday. And very, very, very disappointed. I say this because, you see, if you have a country with such magnitude of development challenge, where unemployment is high, up to date, school children are studying under trees, where we struggle to fund free senior high school, where basic amenities, even at certain hospitals, are a challenge, and you see revenue leakage of such magnitude, you get disappointed. And it's coming from customs. I will say it as it is. What happened yesterday was nothing short of organized crime. It's a group of citizens coming together to dupe a country.
But I've said notice to my ministers, ask them every day in cabinet, I remind them. I say the prosecutions that we're taking against the current government will be tied the first person who brings a scandal to this government. We shall hang them on a cross. And you follow our Lord Jesus Christ, that you cannot resurrect again.
What happened yesterday was nothing short of organized crime. It's a group of citizens coming together to dupe a country.
May I sure we follow Dr. Forson and customs for us.
Yes.
Ghana lose 85 million cedis. In excess of that.
Yes.
Because of Obimo, Ejuma, Omoye, no Bodaneso. Nebuafu, Yenimse Professor Mills, Soko Kasa, Semia, I must say, directive crab, I say, oil, ye crab or memno, yem bane from land transport, meaning for seaport. Because if I land now, or more Emma,
no problems, Eba.
And this is a country that needs resources, financial resources and revenue for. And near my How do we deal with this? In 5 minutes, Nayamra.
Yes. Ni naye, ni pana, omoto omoye huwajuma. Say, as o maino, I'll say yenya odone o pepa for the country. On say yana mprempi na yede. Kata se shene pore hunyuma, eswe, amanyofo or momo ya amanyosem.
Governments.
But you know, say momo ya no customs for no. They are civil servants. Oma musi mwache. Ebi mo ye adwuma wo kwa na me gidi se na mo primary school. Ana me so de ke me boa. Ana sa na me wo secondary school. Ana sa bi afa. Sa ta na me wo university. Ba dodo na wo horo na me wo primary school. A mo nya amanyofo.
Yeah.
Until if one day yet make containers na Ghana benya enho eto 85 million Ghana cedis.
Yes.
One day, Obama.
One day.
That is about $8.5 million.
Approximately.
Yes.
8.5. One day.
Yes.
Like one consignment.
Yes, one day. And no containers ni now. They are no. Say it me lose $8.5 million. Now society we akoso every day of the year.
You can imagine. You
can only imagine billions of dollars going to the pockets of people who are not even politicians. What's the mechanism? Now say we need behavioral and attitudinal change. Now your level of commitment to country, no, a patriotism, no, it leaves much to be desired.
Really?
Clearly nothing to write home about. Only a few people. Eti Obama obasa wote how de wo ya adwuma kama wa sori anopa 5 wa ba adwuma betenase. Obaya adwuma sa after years obu nkompoko cha we ka say na de o de wa mo bra na because okra na why hard work instead of mun na o. Omoma benya be ka so mo de papa mo ye den ebo bra. Na wo de papa anya den amobra ba na we know the amas anima we ya ba ntse me bo Dr. Atofosi Abaso.
Right.
Sankofo we man normal president Milsu no.
Custom.
Yes. Normal president Milsu whole president.
My change and never be
Bibia. But ne yasa we friend in Kobesi ana
the same.
Yasa kwaba besi echi.
The same.
I'm hoping said this time around. I said they okano. Omoa also Monaco security we I believe say ABI internally no be interdiction ni yama ba ko mienu bia. Yedin krofo bi begina emranim
why not make it public? Because
on say me gidi biye pa say Maybe at the time and command course now or more years I don't know maybe an
Yeah.
I believe say Dr. Forson now maybe even no day. He will make sure so all necessary investigations will be carried out. Na nipa no mudi sa bonino. Abaya so mu namra eniomedi. Yeah.
Chairman, Odike, my mount touch on it. Customs still. Yeah, regarding almost one of the most corrupt institutions. One consignment, not quite also one day. One consignment, I just said, day, no, several cars, I never found one. I kwachi or mono 85 million, and no much that man. I firm about my register and say everything is regular. Meanwhile, evade tax.
You, Obama, that's it. The woman say, my can't times with that number say, and Jenny Dibu Mino. Yeah, and she we MY and MY China. A corrupt to be our mind. Everybody in this country is living a corrupt mindset. And he say, executive powers now, yeah, he pune, yeah, architecture of the constitution, ya can. Politician doesn't want to know. We have some at force and more kind. More Ukra not said this war born. They tell said this war born and say, customs is directly under Ministry of Finance. Japan for say, I do never pro infinity. It will be institutional lapses be about has rule from the top. Maybe that's what you say. Strategies. Prevent non-dutable items. Ebu Raikruma. We almost say a canoe border. And yes, sir. My brother. Abana create exemptions on dutable items. Abano with exemptions. It's transit goods. Best cost are here countries, no. What they normally do is say goods are also a bag and no, this is a mere transit. It's umudru border. Say that here. Me Adam for Burkina Faso.
The crowd near mother.
Adam for Burkina Faso.
Umbiti what other?
Debbie.
Now it's a unka.
Listen to me. Me opatris me from Menkwala Brimbesine. Pro station mako kure nutu. Because me try some MBBA French because man ordinary. It me beso bi benya me ho asamaka. Me agent anu yi me ma ya mem tema abo. We no well known a clearing agent.
Yeah.
Goods on transit. I was say restricting through Temabo. Now the air net and say, custom officer was a escort to I didn't go do paga border, making sure sign. Umudu Kumasa no so ajibina, Omo Edin.
We crowded Oman Faubia escort to no crowd. Strangely.
You see? Because transiting goods, no, any kwase a far border so. Yesusana, your system ye dinema, me ref, never friend is sue. Now, mean and Kai, where I say abbreviation. Before Sober Kanyaman, you go to customs. Aqua Chenema, Oko Fefi Togo, Nigeria, Bebia, you go to customs. Ubedi Kranyama Oko Faba. Before you move, near your idea for the BBR the amount. Yeah, and I call it digital system yabe. Now you're computing in the computer. And you didn't know by a friend say. Company name no buy
biometrics.
Yes. Eti ube draft flower border. Ubo dia your boss system na ndia wo say wo ka so ko fa nyama we na ba.
Even then.
Even then. Yeah, improvise. And I just say political appointees and you saw mo kogu baby. It won't quite nominate technocrats na I back. Then they steal the country.
Now also my back one comunchi we.
Oh, we be quite tip off. I don't know my who were at the post.
Possible.
Who were the custom officers at the post? You should have there will be a friend border guard.
Yeah.
Now border guard for migration, border guard, the customs. Umi and son are post. It's border guard there. Now the man said you may be a rag gun harrow. Obe making sure say and that country buying goose. A two him winning. Afraid why you be a custom for a clear border guard for say clear. Am I who say custom for every majuma? But young border guard, I will say every say and Yamana ebe tramway, Nimono, a good document a genuine. Minimum quantity border guard system ne free your border post. What they are not to chair at Forson, made a memo advice. Yam first use system, minimum, me refuse let me shot. Menkai a yini abbreviation amekai. Before we cotton your mammy and Sakrawo, Toga, Obako Customs, Aqua IDF. Now your computer BBL computers. If you do a passport anyway, BBL correspondent. If you do a boy, a papa, you so decay, okay, so for book with number. Books no way. It is before Sabano, custom for the Yama or the back room.
Yeah.
But I know my Jaway, you know, go. And I custom for baby. Hey, open the Pomoska Ukruma pa a technocrats and your politicians. Politicians are going to quack. I am telling you the gospel truth. Say, technocrats, the technical know-how for Neduma could go on. They are destroying this country. I am telling you. And it is common knowledge. Yes, will be a smart guy.
How are they destroying the country? Abraham Odio more knowledge,
Now, we a politician, cry now, your mouth, ever said between. Yes, I'm going minister of agric. If you have know how in agric, no, ever form. Technocrat, no, Tona, or back saying government policy, how I be directing your friend, chief director.
Right.
On that director, streamlining how the government policy implementation. My brother. Masa who be doing now? Me tiade bia. So wa me anya ba kona wa me na ma me a. You bet ma reshuffle watch na nko.
Yes, just a government appointee is on your patriotic.
Bebe na wo ka muntaka.
Yeah.
Professor Mills time
209.
Unum do me dey no. Asem no example bi na me dey man. Eti o man no science system of governance and its architecture. Hey, you be complain Professor Mills consume port. It is disgusting. And I want kick up of workers here at the end of the day. We're quite NDC.
Still.
Back to square one. It was man, so such a panel Dogana. Who wants a shene di bumano. I corrupt to a sorry. I corrupt to a hinye. I corrupt to every sphere of life in this country. And politicians who want to say, Emma China, they move away from woman no system, no. I don't say no. Baby, our communism, dear agree. If you credit the ball, so Argentina, science. China for some sa woman kasa carvo a system a boa woman. Woman be superpower. And Ghana I see am pray because yeah Adama.
The only say problem the solution in the system of governance.
Of course, because this model of governance architecture na and since 1992, Ghana BBA Konechi, Kronoa Dawson, Sikawia, me Pemwanyantem, me Kanokre, while Kanokre Tau. So many, she said, Omanu, Aya Basa, Domama so reset ya. Minu opinion, John. Let us sit down. Ye na yemrem.
Okay.
Unquantum reset you. And Yama, I bet you they are reset Ghana. No, Mimi wouldn't say, they are Mokekano, and Yahon. We need to reset the mindset of the people. Now, before we can do that, no, we need a different approach of our model of governance architecture.
Okay.
Yeah, 100 years. The same result.
Let us say. Doc, yamra ye main issue no so. Meaning say what they can't hold that idea, but they are buying here. Because there were time I'm saying the previous government introduce initiative ambulances as I say we say effective kakra chain first yemfa bi mbeka ho but bed system any your hospitals and the health minister nam ha yesi akowia baby ultimately say the entire health system is on its knees. Government the action I would take.
Yes, I think that Obama made us say. I think that the health system of this country has always had difficulties.
Right.
For so many years. In fact, as first and now West, people could die from Niaman Ketenketea na yefane normal. And then because of the advent of social media and education, people have come to know their rights. Sanima way I'm making. I see in so many places across the country many years ago I answered once.
Yeah.
When Tamam here Red Hospital, some of these things, you see.
Turning away patients.
Oh, yes. You see. But it is not right. Now, what happens is that the system frustrates even the health workers themselves.
Really?
Now, yes, but now let me tell you the ideal situation. The ideal situation is that, and to be very honest, we have come a long way.
Okay.
So, I remember a few minutes ago, I'll tell you where we came from.
Let's go through.
OSHA Universal Health Coverage, which is SDG number 3. There were 3 pillars.
Okay.
First pillar is equity in access. Say nipa baya woye the way out be so your baoye bema or for sikasemu baby out in bibiano. You must have access to equitable healthcare. Yes. Yes. Second pillar is the quality of services. Which must be safe, it must be effective and good enough to improve your health.
Okay.
Just say I resa ubenyano and I resa ubenyano. I will say dimu. Na ebo ama hutimito. The final pillar is financial protection.
Yes.
Which is about people should not become poor or fall into debt because of medical expenses. And no na kofa health insurance ne President Mahama care ne ade. Those are the pillars behind it. Now, services under this universal health, health promotion, health education. Ghana Health is for you all the time.
Yeah.
Disease prevention, vaccination, screening exercises.
Right.
Your treatment, which is the hospital and clinical care, rehabilitation and palliative care. These are the principles of universal health care. And Kaneno, na Ghana ye need an established emergency care or Ghana. Emergency system structured and organized.
Okay.
Many years ago, na sad in Honum. But because of the intention and initiative to achieve universal health, a lot of things have happened. In fact, now they have a well-structured emergency unit.
Okay.
Your rehabilitation, your cancer resuscitation care, resuscitation say nipanaba. Ebia ne yema hwiama. Nsu a woni moja mu na ayede eko. Oba, I will say immediately. Odi nsu be 3-4 yede.
Yes, emani sini da dem.
Emani sini da na refer resuscitation. Utwi ne ye pa me da se. Resuscitation B. Your triad units. Your observational units.
Okay.
I no. Ya resuscitate we no. Baby e do be to arrest e ho cry e to no ye den e wo ho no. All these things have happened under this structured emergency care. And caneno na sa all these structures in yede anyhow.
Okay.
In fact, because of that, a modernized triaging system. You see, Ghana you use South African triaging system. I friend is SATS.
Okay.
And on the categorize will be into red, orange, yellow, and green. Red is say nipa no ba. Onamu wo in the next 0 to 5 minutes.
0 to 5.
Yes, 0 to 5 minutes. It will be that red. In the next 0 to 5 minutes, obeti training kwa. In fact, and yes, obeti training kwa.
That's all that red.
Or that red.
And it I see more so.
Oh, some of people about red all the time.
Accidents and
accidents for more many cardiac arrest.
Okay.
Obi or when you stroke, the motion vitals now that red or you're unresponsive. What you say? You orange. Orange, I say ni panoba 10 to 30 minutes obeti me a day. And we'll see a channel.
Okay.
Yellow 1 to 3 hours.
Also
ultimation. Green say 4 hours to 24 hours. No OPD probeti me a day. Akko. These are South African triaging systems.
And they adopt it.
Yes.
Okay.
Now because of SARS system, yabenya emergency training schools.
Okay.
And specialist training schools are Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons. Or my year Ghana ye training emergency specialists too.
Okay.
First, na sa ye nye bi Ghana.
We will deal with emergency.
Emergencies nkwa. More nurses, more doctors say the ewo. Ambulance system now it has been coordinated almost over the years near to MPB4 bias or so they one of our policies some way they almost a number of them egumu. You training paramedics, you coordinate ambulance systems with almost major hospitals or my referral centers are just a phone away. Just that it still has difficulties. Fuel or more use so near the day. Obama.
Yes.
All these challenges are there. referral system so obi be here help ne kra o free hospital obi a obi nya omumpo ntem no kra no
akasa.
And also another issue. Now, we've done a lot of infrastructural system and investment and improvement. But you know, baby, I do not. Me candidate be actual.
Okay.
You do I make actual. Now, because of sir advent in the need for proper emergency care, no, you launch a lot of protocols. Obi bano hypertensive crisis and a hypertensive emergency.
Right.
Nina details. Mean to me go into the details, but obi enya hypertensive crisis to say there when stroke, when heart attack, a number of them are what you said.
Yeah.
Protocols being a show. Hypertension, maybe labital protocol, hydralazine protocol. Ni naye protocols are yasha that trend no your health worker. And ya feno nipa ne desire reneba obedwin.
How they own him straight out.
Yeah, the abubo uko hospital. Yeah, the abubo wo hu say. Wo hu nti. Utwa mu obehu say. Obi ba no kra we a first one be we, second one be we, third one be we. Yeah, ye maame so ekwa wo ma.
Yes.
Ye free bibi magnesium sulfate protocol. Oti ase, eno say atro wo hu. First one obe wo ni to left ha, obe wo ni to right ha. The aka no be wo do be fa ni veins mu. All these protocols are there in line with emergency care.
Okay.
And na ene ama maternal mortality. Debre. For so many years, around 2008, ne eda 439 in every 100,000. You see, above 100 per 100,000. Okay. Gradually, we are getting somewhere.
Right.
Now, Obama, Sisi Ghana no, as of 2023, ye bed system no, my main candidate and
okay.
Ideally, Obama, every 1,000 population be I'll say beds 5 hospital beds. Every 1,000 population be
there's a nipa apim be
no. I'll say sa
okay.
Oba Accra, Accra population here 5.4 million.
Okay.
Ideally, until I was calculation, you have 27,000 beds.
Oh, Accra.
Yes. 27,000 in all the hospitals.
5 to
10 now. I was saying you have 27,000 beds.
Okay.
Me know can say Accra only for as at 2023 now you have 4,636.
4,636
out of sir
all hospitals.
Yes, combined Greater Accra, Greater Accra region. 4,636.
5.5 million.
Yes. Okay, I was saying Kenya 27,000.
As a yenya.
Let's say that 0.4 per. You do one cry. You do one.
You do half of.
You do half of one. Me was say you 5. Until you do one.
The part has a one bed.
There be. Is a chebed ye did so a chebed nimian.
Wow.
Yes, that's for Greater Accra.
2,000 to 1, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ghana, yeah, about 34 million. But me share data no. Your total base of Ghana is about 30,471. Oh yes, our calculation now. Obama ye nam 0.9 per 1,000.
You do one.
You know, baby.
The whole country,
baby.
But Accra, they are dangerous, pa.
Yes. And several initiatives over the years have gone on. In line with our universal health, no say make access once, make quality of care once,
right?
And I make finances. And to be sure, national health insurance to cover it. Yes, infrastructure. Mahama care so say also under that program, and also NDC because when you say you see 45% of your mortality caused by non-communicable diseases, this is stroke, hypertension, diabetes, cancer, and what have you. Obama, that is 45% too. Almost 50% in the pattern a move 4 and a 4.5 because of stroke, hypertension, diabetes, and these non-communicable diseases. Into a leader BI or Sasadeno. That is what informed the Mahama Care program. And Oma Chassie, Asia, Amanfo, Omoye cat labs, and what have you in so many places. The finance minister, this assembly common fund allocation, okay, say 10%. And call for building health facilities and including cheap compounds.
10%.
Said the yebenya bed ebetimi in the next 4 years no this assembly common fund no ebetimi anya SCC some health facilities
okay
ebe increase your beds na ebe bridges gap na make one.
Okay,
now let's come to the main issue. Obama ideally obia ye the Neba hospital near ration the Neba hospital.
yes,
Obama, the hospital has the mandate to try to see the person and triage. Yes,
every hospital
you must say or emergency unit. You must see the person and triage. That's all the NATO red, orange, green, and yellow.
And the hospital quite a bit
A part of your emergency protocols.
Okay.
What you say? Say bed crying you are not ambulance and this side the park by.
Okay.
I was say ambulance no, not that stretcher more ambulance. I will say this house stretcher and we see a bunting. Now you piece. Emma doctor say access any park.
Sana Emratia.
That's how it's supposed to go. Emergency came no be any say that's how it's supposed to go. In fact, it will be back not that red. Now emergency unit one obi da yellow. Or see it me yes any park from emergency unit or echo ward.
Hey,
near this are red no eba. The problem we have in Ghana, me as a practicing doctor no, me who be. In most cases, Mr. Dike, space in the crowd is outstretched and be seen. Ebinio.
Oh, emergency.
Yes. Me my year Juma Range Hospital da. When I was there, it do baby emergency unit no moon need ECG machine.
The whole range.
When I used to work, the emergency units now, so be banner you say or heart attack.
Come on, can they be kiki?
There be any the be tuna come so and pa or heart attack no.
Oh,
that diagnosis now also more ECG no. Sir, I was ode leads no to home. Na nsa ne chest no. Na yes a diagnosis of heart attack because they are also we be also you be definitely say nipa no
when you heart
attack. Don't you say na emergency unit na ebinyo. O pe bia just say ukotia akọ for soro floor na ewo esoro na second floor because na bi omoso ye dey yusu na ebinyo no enti say ye do ba nipa no emergency oro even already no emergency staff nankasa they are short omo number na nyere ewo form ana number of patients omo da emergency ono so abro workers no so enti even the workers themselves have to improvise on a lot of things. A lot. Me ya doctor no. Na every month we etu ameka. Me jam sika be 1,000 and 1,500 to obi timi ba sika od better x-ray, obi try x-ray. Na ya diagnosis na ma doctor na timi hu the next step no. Eni ho lab, eni ho nipa ni niska. Nti esa wa you botum niska there. And health workers do all this all the time. Me what regional. Your house officers na your boss me dedicate sika obi a month 1,000 500 na ne e dey ato. And these are all sacrifices health workers go through.
And they don't say.
They be na say they do it all the time. Nurses. So Biba hospital na yeshani we na nedru no mtibeji nedru no to. Oh, yasha we want to unya say do ye fan to. Say be obi foforo ba. Na nipa ni niska. Ye de say no na ye amano. These are all sacrifices health workers go through. Obama.
Yes, I'm depressed.
I tell you, one of the most depressing jobs in Ghana are the health workers in Ghana. Because system already is frustrating you. And when you have a situation where hospital emergency in this space, bed in your staff near short staffed, most likely that the obey say but our hands are full space in here. You need just a near macro the edge one to do on crying a day. You need into Yambon Galawi, encore another place. And none of these are problems we need. Eba. It is a system over the years we have not been able to work on it. Abaye biaba or yenidie. Oti I say abaye biaba or yena famudie. But these problems continue to exist. Even the ideal situation Amaka no Obama. Was say ye patient ni be fi kwa echo ward and I said obi da yellow etimi cry yin a man referral echo another facility mpo o see yin fi okwa another facility near the way be shim but and also a ho asem akoye problem.
You said say government no be about no any there. Clearly it's not enough.
Definitely there's no doubt about it, but incrementally also the president mama buy or say also you buy a national health insurance na the other time buy me catch or say na tabno da so sika e also e call health insurance mu no na sa ska no nyede dodo na anyede enko president mama yi sa tabno no say the be say national health insurance omo sika nyina also munya bia o manya over 9.70 billion Ghana cedis. Ye is at abon na dey mom. We see no me no cause last time I told you say in 2025 omo ye can say people's patronage. And I say how do they say it?
Man for more
register on national insurance. Now increase by 650,000.
Nearly more than half a million.
More than half a million because of you see an increased confidence. Health facilities are more resourced. Almost now they are even being encouraged say obi anfa the claims emram and tell ni enye de
Dr. Victor Bampo publishes or
yes this helps hospitals to do more work, but there's a long way to go. May the bed capacity we cry the only analysis you know say maybe I say you know we have a long way to go. And the system no government is doing its part clearly you say maybe I do you know but the health workers themselves also know Obama,
staff.
Yes, metiano. I know what I've gone through when I was at Red Hospital and some other hospitals. What you saying? Until we know a regrettable situation.
People are blaming them.
Sir, in the ideal situation, Obi Obesha from Echilebia and him say they were supposed to do more. But when you also speak to them, you know the position they find themselves in. So Esa de mekayan obiaba or heart attack we have to confirm you need ECG.
Yes.
First aid ban at Beman say ni pakron painkiller. Say painkiller in heart attack. Ebema ni pain na the akofo but nti no kra de nipa oba da nipa ma nipa ne pain kofo na wadwen say ne ho ato no eno kra de bema na ku ewu ntep no. Oti ase you must give painkillers and what have you but the definitive way is say make a final diagnosis. Then you continue with treatment. So diagnosis no machine also there.
And I'm very happy say we have for this topic because it might be a very technical. I've enjoyed it. Yeah. People have lambasted health staff. No?
Yeah.
Say they say money compassion. Are there doctors as will be who come on?
Oh, obi anywhere obi who on fan.
Say be nurse.
Oh, and Tessa, some I've told you the difficulty. That is not to say some community. Me na mini ho. Enti ebi anka there could be something extra they could do, and I agree with obi bia we be na no alambaste health system na health workers no.
Yeah.
Because ideally this is what they were supposed to do.
Okay.
But when you go to them, is the ideal situation on their part also there? Say niema also omre ni pakro space on be here for bed. Accoutrements so me here for say nipa no na e wo ho ana
tanya almost balance okay
oti ase those are the issues akoso and akoso all the time you know ka say city akra bi koso
yentimi so ano and then day
oti ase
before say obekọ no me say wo kire me ade we kakra obi the message by and me name say Anita say okusu etia. We said it this morning, no be repeated. Why is it that there were hospitals in our communities? Say polyclinics. You have village chip comp or the Enfana your La Paz community and our polyclinic. Madina bio. Adena sem two be no kokolebu.
Say kolebu a referral center.
But nipa na no
also call her first hand and also your education. Also your dema yes crofo. Yes started from chip compounds to health centers. Health centers to district or polyclinics, from district or polyclinics to regional hospitals, regional hospitals to tertiary hospitals, then quaternary hospitals.
Okay.
Obu onuma ofa na niema also kokolebu. Ebi kra nkoko Madina hospital anka obenya ya hwe. Ebi ana he first needs to go to Madina.
Okay.
Or ebia ne district hospital Amasamai. Na you're stabilizing na ni friend na kokolebu but by the time we do kolebu so because one of the difficulties they say emergency and I encountered this on so many occasions Obama who refer Obia from one hospital the health workers must even call hospital now urban but you have a situation where an emergency is one of the best outcomes and they say health workers in him say obiba oma prepare omo nim nipa ne case na oba no say nipa no obey here oxygen obey here we omo de sane man na egu otwen wo to buy ya but you have a situation where ani are working in now you have to
an emergency on top of emergency
on top of another emergency it is a problem that is not to say omo na hit and run yasemia they boy yasemia and not the it is an emergency on its own.
Yes.
I was say BBI must be put in order.
Yes.
That is not to say BBI is not already not in order by emergency.
Okay.
Yeah. Emergency drugs are and who cut now want to train and way BBI label adrenaline way. As a medro BBI label to ya and no crown. You know. We do no. Neither asan because in emergency situation no nipa no ntwen mi say scan no we dey oniska enti hospital emergency drugs na ya toni na we have used it for people o mewie na ho ka no mo ntimi nye dey entua sika so ni ho say sande to biom enti procurement hospital bureaucracy what have you what you say na sa ni ma we na dey okay. I know say Mr. Dikedi he has a lot to say obeka say business ye ho pima private sector ye ba ye won say government can say agenda 111 PPP. People should come. Oh, Mamen Kasa. Say PPP. Oh, Mamen Kasa. Say, Omo ye PPP. Ma, Ajana one hospitals no. Oma completed the run. I buy so I know say last year completed about 4 of them.
Of the Ajana one.
Yes.
Sir.
Yes.
Maintain someone completed.
Oh, yeah. You meet me checking out the news.
Kumasi last time he was saying most of
yes. But ni na ye a process.
It needs to be.
It needs to be quickened and hastened. Yes, I agree with you. But our heart goes out to the families.
All right.
Almost na Ghanaian system na failure. Gradually, I know say you be do baby.
Things will get better. Odike say I am medical asem no. We've gone through it. A lot of education is also needed. A lot of insight. But my member, we say what church will be